And welcome to episode 44 of Two Idiots Reading Comics. Today we're reading Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe. While you're here, go ahead and hit the like, subscribe, share. If you're listening on a podcast, rate and review, all that fun stuff. Really helps us out with the algorithm, helps us grow. But let's get into the show. And welcome to the best damn book club on the internet. This is Two Idiots Reading Comics, episode 44. And this week we are reading Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe.
Woohoo!
There's the woohoo. And we can officially get started. And
Did somebody take notes
I
this
didn't
time?
take notes, but I definitely wrote down
Oh, good Lord. If y'all can see his paper, it literally just has...
the writer and yeah. It was a busy week this week. Someone, I don't know if I said this last time, but someone's a property owner now.
Yeah.
There's a lot of work that comes into that shit.
It's definitely a new challenge, man.
This weekend is gonna be not stressful but long. We got this tonight, and then tomorrow, my dad is graduating from college. So Skip, if you're listening to this, congratulations.
Congrats, Skip.
I will still always call your degree fake, but whatever. But writer of Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe, Cullen Bunn. I definitely thought I read that wrong the first time. Whoever named that kid's an asshole. Oh, fuck. Whoever named this kid. Art by Dalibor, Dalibor, Talajic,
Yep.
Talajic. Colors by Lee Luffridge. Yeah.
Sure.
Loughdridge. I don't know if GH makes that F sound. I would probably just made that
I
up.
think it's Luffridge.
Okay. And then letters by VC's Joe Sabino.
There you go.
So, and I'm sure there's more people you wrote down that I didn't.
We don't worry about it.
Okay, cool. So how are you doing
Doing good.
since the last recording?
I
You went to Disney World or Land,
have
whichever
been
one's in
to
Florida.
Disney World. Just put 2 weeks back to back, 20 hours of overtime.
Yikes.
Yeah, so
You didn't want to elaborate on your trip to Disney World?
well, I just wanted to. It's been hectic. But yeah,
Because you took
so
like a week and a half vacation.
it wasn't a week and a half. It was like 4 days,
Uh,
4 or 5 days. But in saying that, I went to Disney World when I was in 3rd grade, and that was this couple weeks ago was my second time going back.
never been.
First time with Batu, and bought a saber, bought a bunch of Star Wars stuff that I probably shouldn't
You
have
only bought one?
Yeah, I just
thought you
bought
were
one.
getting
Well,
Vader's.
everything else kind of snowballed with it. Everything down there is expensive.
Yeah.
Food's really expensive. So, but yeah, built my own saber. Built the Peace and Justice. So it was a great experience.
Were you the guy that wrote the letter in the Orlando newspaper about how Disney's politics is getting in the way of his immersion when he goes to Disney World or Disneyland?
No, I did not do that.
Did you hear about that?
No, I have not.
So apparently now Disneyland is allowing their characters to show tattoos so they can embrace individualism. And the important, I didn't get this at first. Apparently, everyone who works at Disneyland is a cast member.
Yes.
Like, if
yeah,
you're a
everyone
vendor,
that works for Disney at Disney World, Disneyland, all the parks is
like
a
that's
cast
what
member. Yeah, you
that's what
are
they call their
yeah,
employees.
Yeah, you're a cast member.
So if you're like a vendor
Yeah.
or a janitor, you're called a cast member.
Yeah.
And what this guy neglected to leave out is that Snow White isn't allowed to walk around showing with like her tattoo sleeve out.
Right.
Woody isn't gonna have a skull and bones tattooed on his hand.
Correct.
They're allowing the vendors, like the
Yeah.
people selling you food, and them show their tattoos, and that's what is ruining this guy's immersion. And he was very upset about it.
Fucking
This guy was a like, I think in his mid-40s.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Yes, the immersion is amazing. When you walk through Batu, they separate it. It
Yeah.
is its world. But it's not real. Like
Yeah.
like the aspect of it is to know that you're walking into a generated
Yeah.
place. Which to me makes it cooler because shit that was written into books and papers and putting on
Yeah.
movies, we get to experience it in real life
Yeah.
to a certain extent.
Mm.
That to me is enough. I mean,
Yeah.
shit.
I don't know. I saw that and I was like, that'd be funny to bring up, considering Davis just went to. Is it World or Land that's
World.
in Florida?
World's in Florida, Land's in California,
Okay.
and
Wow.
World has way more shit than Land.
I thought Land had way more
Mm-mm.
shit than World.
Land smaller than World.
I thought they gave everything cool to the California one.
No, we're the only one. We
I've
got
never
Batu
been.
first.
I've never been.
Disney World got Batu first, then California
Oh,
got
you
it
rich
like weeks
kid
later.
motherfuckers.
What? Oh, I'm sorry. My parents just took me when I was in 3rd grade and never went back again. At least it's not like my wife's
went.
aunt and uncle that take their kids 3 times a year.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Yeah. A year.
I'm one of those kids that never went and doesn't get the appeal of it. Like when people, and if you do this, that's on you, but people who like go for their honeymoon or like their anniversary trips, it just blows my mind. That was
we
your
went for our
anniversary
anniversary trip.
Yeah, no.
We didn't get to go. We didn't get anything too exciting for our anniversary, so we spent it this year. Or for our honeymoon, so
Yeah.
we spent it this year.
I went to the beach for like a week for your honeymoon.
Yeah, but we always go to that beach. That's just our home. That's where I want to live. But
No.
I don't want to live in Disney World.
Moving to Auburn.
Jeez. Roll Tide to the day I die.
You don't want to live in Tuscaloosa, though, do you?
I do not want to live in that hellhole of a city.
I'm pretty sure our 16 people that listen to us do not give a shit about this.
No.
So let's get to the comic book. What did you think? You seemed pretty excited when I said we were going to read this month.
All right. So I've always heard about Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe.
Yeah.
It's been around for a couple years now, or
Yeah.
I think since 2009. But it really, I'm trying to see how to put this. Like the idea of Deadpool always fucks with the fourth wall.
Yeah.
He's always acting like he's talking to you, the reader.
Yeah.
And for him to just kind of snap and kill the whole universe is a cool idea.
Yeah.
And just to try to figure out how to kill, kill Wolverine, kill Hulk.
Yeah.
That's supposedly
The Marvel universe.
unkillables. Yeah, well, yeah. But to also try to kill the unkillables
Mhm.
is a cool idea. But
I feel like there's, the butt.
it wasn't as like, oh wow, as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah. They, when I saw it was only 4 issues, I was like,
Yeah, it is.
that,
I think it was only on Comixology from start to all the credits and covers. I think it was only like 140 pages, maybe 130.
the one I bought on the Marvel app was only like 90 something pages.
Oh, maybe. Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
But it definitely made me leave like wanting more.
Oh yeah.
They should have. I don't know why they only did 4 issues of this. They should have at least did like 6, maybe. I don't know. Fucking
Yeah, I think what got me.
Take your time with it.
I think that's what got me was when you're reading, like Deadpool's going up against all these superheroes.
Yeah.
Yet
But
he
these
never
fights are
actually
like,
fights one-on-one.
yeah, no,
The only person he really fights one-on-one is Wolverine.
like right at the very end.
But he doesn't even really fight him. He just
No.
kind of traps him in a room.
Yeah.
That's it. So it kind of took away a little of the appeal of Deadpool's one of the best fighters. Well, he
Yeah.
fought Taskmaster. That was the real fight.
Was that Taskmaster? I had no idea who that was.
Whoever mimics other people's
Oh,
fighting
yeah, that is
styles,
Taskmaster.
That's Taskmaster. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
But he also looks like I always get him.
He looks like a million different people.
Yeah, I always get him and there's another character that looks eerily like him.
In
Moon Knight,
in
maybe?
DC. No, it's not Moon Knight.
Moon Knight
But
does.
there's a DC character that
Yeah.
looks a lot like him.
And I always get the two of them confused. But yeah, so that was Taskmaster. So that was a good fight.
Yeah.
But other than that, it really left me wanting more. Like,
I thought it was. I don't know. I wish they would elaborated more on the fact that like something happened between who was Deadpool fighting at the very beginning? It was some dude that basically, or no, it was yeah, it
He
was
kills the
Mr.
Fantastic Four
Psycho.
first.
It was Mr.
Oh yeah,
Psycho
that was
or whatever.
portraying Dr. Brighton.
Yeah, and basically, I guess Deadpool has multiple voices in his head, which doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, which makes perfect sense.
But something happened in that fight with Dr. Psycho that the one who like acknowledges the fourth wall and all of that really started speaking to him, and he's like, I always thought I was crazy because of this, but this is how it really is, and I'm really giving all of you mercy from having to go on with what you're doing. And I thought it was cool the fact that he like went and killed all the writers, and then they turn around, he's like, I'm really coming for you next, talking to me, the reader.
Yeah.
And because it was all happening for our pleasure. But like we've said, I wish they kind of would have elaborated on it more, spent more time with it. I don't know. It just seemed very rushed. And
I got the critique about him being in there with the writers actively talking about what's happening as you're reading it, describing the scene that you're reading. And Deadpool's walking in, yet the writers don't acknowledge him walking in.
Well, that's because they're in a world where, like, obviously we're writing this, but it can never happen.
I know, but he's actually walking in, and the writers never look up to see him.
Yeah.
It's a very small thing, but I don't know. It's a really cool idea, but yeah, Brighton's torturing him, gives him this electroshock shit.
Yeah.
And the electroshock opens up the I guess you would call it the
I don't
know.
It narrows down his like voices in his head to that one, and he gets very serious all of a sudden. I thought it was funny about when he's fighting Wolverine, and he's telling him, he's like, your power isn't your healing factor. It's really it's your popularity.
Yeah. Same way with Spider-Man.
Yeah, and he's like, that's the reason why you keep coming back.
Yeah,
and stuff like that.
Which was cool because they show him when Deadpool blows up the Avengers.
Yeah,
that he's almost atomized. The only thing left of him is his skeleton.
Yeah, yeah.
And in essence, Wolverine shouldn't even be able to come back from that, even though he has an amazing healing factor.
Yeah.
Because
I thought once you cut off their heads, they were
gone,
but
except Deadpool. And then he shows up, and that's when Deadpool makes the comment of, you're only here because they want you here.
Yeah.
And then the way he kills Spider-Man, when Deadpool tells him, when Spider-Man tells Deadpool, many psychopaths have tried to kill me, none have prevailed.
Yeah.
And then Deadpool puts the gun under his mouth, under Spider-Man's mouth, and goes, yeah, but none of them had the balls to do this.
Yeah.
And he pulls the fucking trigger.
What did you think about right on the front of this whole thing says parental advisory, not for kids?
Yeah, go ahead.
Maybe it was just because I'm desensitized now, and maybe 09 standards were a lot stricter than 2021 standards. Did not seem overly violent at all.
No. I mean, you've got blood splatter.
Yeah.
You've got
but if you
carcasses.
You still haven't watched it, which I'm mad about, but if you watch Invincible on Amazon Prime, which is a rated M show, or like TVMA, but boy, that is violence right there.
Shit. But like you're saying, if this has got a parental advisory on it, yet they wouldn't even write cuss words. The cuss words
I never understood that.
The cuss words were in characters.
If you're gonna put parental advisory stuff on it, let it fly.
Yeah. So why?
It's not their fault that they're either the comic book store selling it to kids, or parents are buying it for their kids.
Like, if we're gonna write that it's mature for bloods and guts and fighting, then why not just go ahead and put the cuss words in?
And why not go all the way?
Yeah, I might as well. You already got it on the front. Might as well take it.
It didn't seem like any of these fight scenes lasted more than like a page and a half anyways.
No. They were very short. Like we were saying, the longest
one was
Taskmaster.
Yeah, and it was... I don't want people to think I didn't like the story. It just left me wanting more, because it's like, It almost seemed like they were like, all right, we have to definitely have an appearance from this guy, this guy, this
Yeah.
guy, this team, this person, this person, this person, and we only have 4 issues to do it, and
So
so
we just
we got to
put 'em in
jam
the
pack
box.
all this shit in.
Well, when he kills the Avengers, he kills 8 people
Yeah,
right there in an instant.
yeah.
I did like how he killed Luke Cage.
Oh yeah,
That was cool.
clever. He killed a Watcher, which was fucking awesome.
Which is unheard of. Even the Watchers.
I think we need to do more with the Watchers. Like,
Oh yeah.
those
Like
things
even the
are
Watcher was standing there
awesome
going,
creatures.
"I didn't do anything.
Exactly.
I'm just watching.
Yeah.
I had nothing to do with this."
He's like, you can see me? He's like, you're literally everywhere. He's like, you can hear me? He's like, yeah, I'm right here.
What else? Oh, did you read Deadpool's voice in Ryan Reynolds' voice? Or did you just
Surprisingly, no.
no?
Because most characters I do that for. But I didn't. I don't know why. Now I probably will.
Yeah, like the first thing, like I was reading and I was sitting there, I was like, I can hear Reynolds' voice. Like I was reading it, and I made a note to ask you if you did it. I could see this being turned.
I could see
On
in
Disney
09
Plus.
where this is fucking cool.
Oh yeah,
But-
yeah.
When you're in a world with The Walking Dead and all that shit.
I can see where you know how Disney Plus is doing the What If comic
Or the
What
What
If
If show.
cartoon. I could see them turning this into a quick short episodes.
Yeah.
But
Well, they're
again-
supposed to be working on. I think Kevin Feige even came out and said he's like, I think we could find a way. We just have to find a way to do it. But I think, and there is a world where you can have like a rated R section of Disney Plus
Well, yeah, right off the bat,
because
you
they
put
definitely want
both
they want
Deadpools.
Deadpool movies.
You put Logan.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's more, but
You
those
could
are your first
probably-
3 years right there.
You'd have to pay a bunch of money, but you could bring the Netflix shows over.
Which ones are on Netflix? There,
Daredevil is awesome, but incredibly violent.
Luke Cage,
Luke Cage,
Jessica Jones.
Jessica Jones.
Iron Fist wasn't too bad
Yeah.
compared to the other.
The only reason Iron Fist would get brought over is to have them all over there, and
Yeah.
then Defenders. I mean, why not have the team up? Oh, and Punisher.
Punisher got dark.
Yeah.
What when the Punisher shot Deadpool, and it was again the really quick choppy shit was you had there was a bunch of heroes standing on a rooftop and they were saying they were committing suicide. Then
That
it
was
flashes.
wild.
Were
I
they
forgot about that.
actively committing suicide or was Deadpool forcing them? Oh, he was forcing them. He had the puppets.
Oh yeah.
He was in. Okay, so that makes sense. And then after he kills the Punisher, you see him pick up Galactus' puppet.
Yeah.
Or voodoo doll.
Uh,
Next page, he kills Silver Surfer, and a couple other
like
galactic.
Space Hero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we're back to Earth.
Yeah.
One page. I
Yeah,
mean,
you
you've
should have
got.
been. I don't know. That was a big opportunity missed by them.
But again, something that got me the whole time was everybody's trying to team up to kill Deadpool, which, how can you kill Deadpool, period? Because he can regenerate from his finger.
The only thing I could think of is, have you seen the movie? It's a comic based off a comic book. Did you see the movie on Netflix, The Old Guard?
No.
It's about people who can't die. There's like a handful of people on Earth throughout time that can't die, or can only die a certain amount of times, but they always come back.
Yeah.
And every now and then, like, your time will just run out, and the next time you die will be for real.
Okay.
But they join forces and like team up and fight bad guys and shit. But there's a girl on there who, I guess it was like during like the witch trials and shit.
Okay.
And so they put her in a box and sent her to the bottom of the ocean.
Okay.
And like had her chained up and sent her to the bottom of the ocean. And so she literally spent the rest of, and as many times as she could,
Eternity.
eternity, drowning, coming back to life, drowning, coming back to life, drowning, coming back to life. Yeah.
That's gonna be loud. Sorry.
Yeah, probably.
Huh. Okay. That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good idea. I mean, saying that, can Deadpool be drowned and still regenerate?
I don't know.
Interesting. It's just something because you have all these people that team up together trying to.
Well, I thought the rule was always with Deadpool and Wolverine that if you cut off their head, they're done. And Susan Storm blows his head up in the first issue, and he comes right back.
No, Deadpool. I think Deadpool has the greatest healing factor, and he can regenerate from like
Anything?
a single piece of flesh.
Then how come there's not a bunch of?
That's a good question too.
Deadpools
Well,
running
right,
around?
that's a good question too.
Yeah.
I don't know what picks that specific piece that can regenerate.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the real question is, we'll take Deadpool out because that's what this comic book was about. But if you were hunted by any Marvel character, who would you want it to be, and who would you least want it to be?
I think Wolverine would do it quickly. I think he would hunt you and do it quickly and be done with you. And I wouldn't want Daredevil chasing my ass.
Why?
Because I think if he's coming after
Because
me
you're a
for
loud
something,
runner?
well, that too. I'm fat. But if he's coming after you, it's because he's pissed off, and he's probably going to beat the ever-loving shit out of you multiple times, then turn you in.
Yeah.
At least, to me, Wolverine. If Wolverine's hunting you, he's just going to kill you.
Yeah.
If you've done something bad enough for Wolverine to come after your ass, he's just going to kill you and be done with you. But Daredevil, I think he would come after you and beat the ever-loving shit
If they're
out of
all
you.
coming to kill me, I think that's what I'm going. The parameters of the question. I do think someone that will kill me quickly would be awesome. So I'd probably go with Punisher.
Oh, yeah. He'd do a long shot and just move on.
The least one I would.
Well, depending on how pissed off he is at you, he might fuck you.
Dude, wait, what?
No, I didn't. You caught me in the middle. I meant to say fuck you up.
Oh.
Not.
Daggum. This is gonna get clipped and get put on Instagram too. I think I would probably least likely, maybe Cap. He's gonna give you a lecture.
Yeah, but it's just words.
Yeah, but if you're gonna kill me, I don't want to hear about it.
Got a point.
I mean,
True.
Yeah.
True. Someone you wouldn't want just talking to your office. Iron Man.
Yeah, but he at least has charisma and would kind of be funny.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But we were a little, not that we were super negative. I think we just wanted more, but we're a little more negative than I thought we'd be on that one. But next week, Justice League Dark.
Yes.
Volume 1 from the New 52. A team I secretly love. And you just throw John Constantine into anything.
Yeah, Constantine is awesome.
I'm also a big fan of Etrigan the Demon.
But
he's not in that.
This.
But
he's not in this one.
He's usually around those group of people. And I don't know. I think Marvel's about to do it in the movies. DC's been doing it for a while, but diving into the magical universe of all these different.
Marvel's got the Shang-Chi and the Shang-Chi.
Jesus Christ, you racist asshole.
Shang-Chi and the 9 rings?
10 rings.
10 rings, damn.
Although I don't know how much magic that is. It could be, but I don't want to assume. Because I know the 10 rings...
Is that going to be more like
10 rings is like
Iron
a terrorist.
Fist? Or is that going to be more like Iron Fist, where it's...
Pseudo-magic? It might be. I'm not super read up on Shang-Chi. I know it did.
I know it's supposed to have the villain that was in Iron Man 3 that was fake.
They're retconning him as a...
Well, he was fake in that one.
So, I did read one issue of the new Shang-Chi for things I read this week, way back when I used to do that. So, the whole thing of Shang-Chi is that it's kind of a Batman Ra's al Ghul thing where Ra's al Ghul wants Batman to take over. Okay. Shang-Chi's dad is the leader, right now retconned into what is the 10 rings. In the comic books, it's just some secret organization. I think of like assassins and stuff. But here they just said, for someone pointed out, his dad used to be like a. It was back in like the 70s and shit, so they let shit fly.
Yeah.
But it was a very stereotypical Asian character that went by the name Fu Manchu. Probably wouldn't fly today. So in the movies, they're retconning it as the Mandarin is going to be his dad. And
the fake Mandarin or the new Mandarin?
The real Mandarin.
The real one. Okay.
Yeah. The real Mandarin's going to be Shang-Chi's dad, and he's wanting Shang-Chi to take over the Ten Rings. Is what that movie's about.
That might be pretty good.
I don't know where we got onto that. But, the magic. But I was mostly talking about Doctor Strange and the Multiverse.
Oh, yeah. And we've got Loki coming out in end of June.
Can't wait. Yes.
And also Bad Batches next Tuesday. No, is the day this episode comes out.
Is it really?
May 4th, yeah.
I had to switch to chronological order of Star Wars Clone Wars because that shit was getting annoying. Yeah. But that's not what we're here to talk about today. And we're very close to time, so we'll see y'all next week.
Bye.
Bye.